Hello, y'all can hear me. Woohoo! My mic is hot. Yeah. Good thing I haven't said anything like weird or off the wall or, you know. Man, I hate those Funyuns. Funyuns suck. Such a terrible waste of onions. They're not even real onions. Actually, I like Funyuns, but they're only good like after like a first couple of them. And oh, let's see how does this look? Woo, that's red. That is super red. Let's see if I can fix some of this. Yeah, that's what we figured what would happen, Garth. That's a little bit better. Kind of turned down the redness, the flushness of my face. My face gets like so red in the cheeks or wherever. You would think I'm someone who enjoys alcohol or something. Go figure. I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio just a little bit more. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome. I have not done one of these in like what, 3 weeks, almost a month or so, something like that. Yeah, a lot to catch up on. How's everyone doing as far as your Mariahmageddon? I know that's a huge deal, a huge game to play. So I appreciate every time I hear, like every time I'm getting into it for like the holiday season, I appreciate hearing someone else like talking about like how much they want to like stay dedicated to the game and whatnot. So I'm like, cool. Is Robert a bit low volume for anyone else? I mean, can y'all hear me over like the music? I need to figure out like exactly, whenever you see someone like live streaming, they typically have the headphones on, they have a mixer or something up here so they can pump in the music and they can talk and they can hear themselves in their headphones. I don't know how they have that set up yet. So eventually I'll figure that out, but can y'all like, can you actually hear me? God, that music is... I've got it turned down, but it still seems like it's really loud. Okay. Hopefully that should be a little bit better. Everyone should be able to hear me a lot clearer on there. Anyways, welcome to the beginning of my stream. Could be just me. We can hear you, it's low, and I hear a buzzing noise. You know what? Some of this might actually be... Let's try I've been playing with this stuff like all day today, getting everything set. There we go. Skip frames. Okay. Buzzing noise is gonna. Yeah, I think it was reading like the audio. The music that's playing was coming out of my computer, and the microphone may have been picking it up, causing like a weird like reverb echo thing. So we'll just switch to I'm using headphones for a minute. God, that still is like super loud though. I feel like I'm having to yell over my own audio. See if that works a little bit better. Okay. So first things, housekeeping. Make sure y'all like it. Like this video, share, tweet it out, whatnot. I do have, because if y'all are familiar, YouTube's been doing this like YouTube handles thing. I now have a YouTube handle that works for this channel. So now it's youtube.com/@RobertAdamsMLP. Ooh, apparently we are skipping frames over the last 2 minutes a few seconds ago. Why are we skipping frames? Everything looks like it should be good. It does look like it's getting a little choppy on the YouTube end. So we're also testing something else by doing this. I want to see how likely this is going to work with my brother streaming over on Twitch while I'm streaming on YouTube. Of course, we're both feeding into the same exact internet, so we'll see if this works well. Yeah, Garth, you got it. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like I've never seen a website where you could put the @ sign in the web address, so that's just odd and strange. And I just had like a gust of wind. That felt good. Anyways, what else do I want to do at the beginning here? Oh, guys, yeah, the Mariahmageddon thing. Like, tweet that out. Like, tweet out like the hashtag and stuff so we can get that game going. Typically, like last year, I tweeted out about playing Mariahmageddon, and I got like some good like feedback on it. Like, people were replying, they were responding, they were like quote tweeting and sharing and whatnot. And I had like just random like strangers like messaging me going, "Hey man, I lasted all the way until such and such date and I lost it." And I'm like, "Man, that sucks, man. Try again next year. Next year's a whole new game." So so yeah, I want to try to get that out some more, because I haven't seen anyone like be the official rule keeper. Not that I'm gatekeeping the Mariahmageddon game, but I haven't seen anyone else like, "Hey, here's the official rules for Mariahmageddon." So I don't know. I'm just trying to maybe like carve like a little space in there. However you do it, I don't know. But I think that would be fun to see, like, "Oh yeah, you're the Mariahmageddon guy, aren't you? Like in the middle of July when it's like 120 degrees here in Austin, Texas. You're that Mariah Carey Christmas challenge guy. Please don't cook your chicken in NyQuil. It's so gross." Also, so what I am also looking at doing, I've talked about this before. I want to be able to play something other than just like the old regular Nintendo, because after doing these streams for a while, I've come to notice a couple of things. I'm really good like at the old like Super Mario Brothers games for the old classic Nintendo, because I played them all the time as a kid, so I'm still good, muscle memory and all. I'm really good at those. I'm not so good at the other Nintendo games. and that's just not fun. That's not fun to watch. Like, I'm watching, like, say my brother's playing Fortnite or Pokemon or whatever, and he's playing games that don't, like, newer games don't necessarily have this thing like you get killed and the whole game's over or whatever. Like Fortnite, you get killed, you respawn. Pokemon, I don't know if you actually get killed in that or if it's like your Pokemons get knocked out or something like that if they get defeated in a battle. But you don't die, so I mean, it's a constant visual of you playing a game. You don't have that with the regular Nintendo because that's not how games were made back in the day. So what I'm wanting to do is step up and make something a little more entertaining, something I know I can do, but I'll still have fun with it. And so I've talked about this before. A couple of games I would love to play to be able to get set up here while talking about stuff and whatnot. I'd like to be able to go back and play Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That was a fun game. I did play the older Sonic games. I loved Sonic 1 and 2 and Sonic and Knuckles. I didn't play Sonic 3 so much. But yeah, Sonic 1, 2, and Sonic and Knuckles I loved. I would like to be able to play those, but I don't really have that kind of a setup. And I saw like there's like the Sega Genesis Classic, but it doesn't have all those games on there, so I'm like, I'm not chomping at the bit to play Sonic on here. And it kind of the same thing with like Sonic and the Mario games. Well, Garth, what I meant by when you die in Fortnite, you die but you respawn. Not like, say, if I'm playing that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the regular Nintendo, if I die, I gotta start the whole damn game all over again. There's a difference. But yeah, like Sonic is the same thing. Like Sonic would be like the Super Mario Bros. I'll be really good at it. I could probably beat it like pretty shortly, and then there's nothing else to watch. The nice things about like Fortnite, about like him playing Pokemon, is he's free to play the game and move around and still interact and talk to people. I can't do that with like that Ninja Turtle game. I gotta be completely focused on the Ninja Turtles, and then I gotta like pause and read and then unpause, and yeah, I don't want to do all that. So I want a nice like big expansive visual. So yeah, I want to go back with Vice City, just because I had a lot of fun playing that. I would like to play it again, and then I want to get the first two Batman Arkham games. Arkham Asylum was so much fun, and I enjoyed Arkham City as well. I don't remember Arkham City as much as I do Arkham Asylum, but it was a lot of fun, so I do want to play those again. I'm trying to find, like, what's the best way, the cheapest way, the easiest way to be able to play those over a stream like this. And yeah, multiplayer is the way to go for streamers. You should take donations to pick what you play. I pick Pong or Asteroids. Yeah, now I need to go like find like an old Atari as well. So what I've determined would actually work, probably the easiest, cheapest, most simplistic way to get this to work for a stream, is to get a PlayStation 4. Not a PlayStation 5, because you can't get those games on a PlayStation 5, or apparently some of them, like there's an updated version of Vice City that sucks on PlayStation 5, so I just don't want to mess with that. PlayStation 4 will give me the ability to get Vice City, to get both Batman games, and I also kind of want to play that Spider-Man game. It's like an open world New York, which was the same as the video games based off the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I loved Spider-Man 2, the video game based off the movie. That the whole open world of New York, being able to swing around New York, being able to climb up to the top of the not World Trade Center, the top of the Empire State Building. That was fun. That was a blast. I would like to be able to do something like that again. And I've heard that Spider-Man game that came out like a couple of years back or so, or however old it is really good, especially on the PlayStation 4. So that's what I'm wanting to do. I want to get a PlayStation 4 to be able to do that. So hence the bar down here for gaming equipment. For the most part, I'm just calculating. I looked up. I can get a hopefully a decently used, maybe refurbished PS4, because I can't find them brand new anywhere. The only place I could probably get a brand new one would be like on eBay for like $700, $800, and I'm not doing that. I found a place where I can get like a good, decent. It's a store, so they've got a return policy. They guarantee that their consoles are going to work. So I'm gonna try them, but they've got the PS4 I'm looking at's like $290 or so. And then plus like having to get games. So I'm just trying to see if I could raise like say 300. I know that's not going to cover all of it, but I mean I can pick up the games as well. Spider-Man with Wolverine from the same developers. Well, see, the question on that though is, if they release that, is it going to be available on a PS4 also? Because if I end up going with the PS4 setup, that's what I'm going to want to potentially do, is play that on there. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Yeah, and eventually I would like to be able to play those games on there, or on here, basically. What else is going on? God, it's been a while. We took a break from Tagline last week. Just a lot of stuff going on. Just needed a night off from that. We are planning on doing Tagline tomorrow night over on Cinefanatics. So I'm not sure what the topics are yet. I still have to put that together, and the thumbnail, which I'll probably do after I'm done with this stream. I'll look into that. We do have, do you usually go for any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday deals? Not really. Not too much. So I worked at a, I worked at a Best Buy, in the appliance department for a good long while. And like I was worked like on Black Friday. Black Friday was the best time to work in the appliance department because nobody's coming in on Black Friday to buy a refrigerator. So we usually were like the least busy part of the store. We were usually just standing over there like arms folded, just watching the chaos of the rest of the store. Maybe someone would come run over. We would usually have like maybe a couple of deals like on some generic like blenders or toasters. You could pick up like some no-name blender or toaster for like $5. Typically we would have people run over and pick those up while they were waiting in line to check out with their TVs and their computers and whatnot. So, but yeah, usually we were just like dead, not doing anything. Sean Levy in talks for a Star Wars movie. Interesting. I'm guessing direct one. He's going to direct a Star Wars movie. There's a problem with the Star Wars, and we'll probably cover this. There's a whole lot like of the shows coming out. Like they announced the cast for The Acolyte. They're announcing like all these like potential shows or movies or some directors, but there hasn't been any like forward momentum on anything except for like the Disney Plus shows. Like it's been like what, a couple years since we heard about the Patty Jenkins movie. Was that Rogue Squadron or something like that? Still no moving forward on that. Every once in a while we'll get like maybe some tidbits on like what exactly Taika Waititi is doing. Maybe. But yeah, that's about it. No forward momentum. The Acolyte, yeah, the Acolyte cast is super stacked. The one that I liked, so I saw like the image that shows like all like the actors in it, and it had their names like in small print under their picture. And I'm a lot of times I try to look at those like, okay, is there anyone I recognize without trying to look at their names? I was like, why does she look so familiar? Like I've seen her before, but I can't place her face. Oh, Daphne Keane. X-23 from Logan. Much older, because apparently it's been like about 5 years or so. So those teenagers, they grow up fast. Look at the Stranger Things crew. Rogue Squadron is on the back burner but not canceled yet. Patty has other projects ahead of it. Yeah, like the third Wonder Woman, possibly, maybe, hopefully. We'll see. So, um, trying to think of what else I was thinking of. Oh, yes. So tagline tomorrow night. Thursday we will be going to see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Uh, here's going to be something interesting with this. There hasn't been an official announcement. We'll probably talk about it on tagline tomorrow night as well. The review for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, as of right now, we are planning on filming that review in our new studio set. Basically our living room that I've completely like redesigned and whatnot. So that'll be the first glimpse of how the new setup is going to look. That's also where we're going to be doing podcast, the Cinefanatics podcast, which should hopefully be coming up pretty soon. More details on that tomorrow night as well. But that's where we'll be filming the podcast episodes for the video presentation. The podcast will be audio, like wherever you get your podcasts at, as the kids say nowadays. But we'll also have a video component, so if you want to watch us like sitting there talking, you can see that as well. So that's exciting. I'm really happy with how the set looks. So, anyways, yeah, I think that's what we have coming up so far. Um, we'll make announcements for the Cinefanatics Patreon stuff probably tomorrow night on tagline, and whatever other announcements we might have for the month will be probably tomorrow night. I can't remember what else we got, but I know we're talking about the marquee is going to be over food movies, so we've got that listed. The list of movies for that is on Discord in the marquee channel. But yeah, anyways. As for what I am doing, first of all, I'm kind of curious. This isn't something I typically like want to actively talk about, but it is key for today. Oh yeah, I am seeing the frame. So the OBS here, Streamlabs, keeps telling me there's like dropped frames and whatnot, and I'm seeing them actually drop. So today was election day. So those of y'all that wanted to get out and vote, hope y'all were able to get out and vote. Hopefully your votes turn out good, depending on what you're voting for. God, I got hair in my mouth. Ugh. I am not a very big political person. I typically don't like talking politics at all. I hate it because like I have the mindset that I have for it. I feel like is not like a popular mindset anymore, and it's kind of interesting how this happened. I am still of the mind like back in like the 90s or stuff where everyone like kept their political opinions to themselves. Granted, that was before the internet was created and invented and stuff, and people were just free to share their feelings and opinions about everything all the time, whether you like it or not. But I still have like that mentality of like I don't want to talk politics like at all with like really anyone. Mainly because no one else that I generally normally talk to or hang out with knows anything about politics either. Like everyone's just pretty much like repeating stuff that they hear in the news or this, that, and the other. And like I'm not friends with politicians, so I don't have like anything official coming from anyone. So yeah, I just typically don't like talking about it. I think there's a lot of stuff that is politicized that doesn't necessarily need to be. I had an idea for like talking about this and giving examples, but I kind of really just don't want to. Daphne Keene is, yeah, I know Daphne Keene's been like in TV shows and stuff like lately, and that she's been doing really good on that. So yeah, hopefully the Acolyte's going to be pretty good. I haven't been watching Andor, mainly because I wasn't a huge fan of Rogue One. I've rewatched Rogue One. The last time I watched it, I liked it a little bit more than I did the previous time, but for some reason, I just raid from Chris on Twitch. So that'll probably cause all the drop frames and stuff on my end to stop. Yeah, and so Jeremy, that's the thing. Especially depending on, like, say, in my case, for example, I want to be able to turn a camera on. I want to be able to talk about things. Scuff sort of raid. I want to be able to talk about things, but I want to talk about stuff, like, in general that I like or that actually interests me. Talking about movies. So the whole reason we created Cinefanatics and stuff was to find another outlet for talking about movies. I like talking about stuff like exactly how people think or how the world works. Stuff like that. Which is a part of why I created this channel, was to do stuff like that. So, like, those are okay. It's stuff that I'm familiar with. If I'm ever, like, about to talk about something that I don't actually know what I'm talking about, then I usually will tell people, like, hey, by the way, I have no point of reference into what exactly I'm talking about in this case. A good example on that is, was it right after the shooting in Uvalde? I can't even, it's in Texas, I can't even say the name of the city. Right after that, I tried tweeting out about it. I didn't know exactly, like, what I was saying or, like, the direction to come from, and it got responses that I wasn't a big fan of, like, and it's from people whose opinions I respect. But I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't need to enter this conversation. There's plenty enough people who have a better idea of what they're talking about than I do. I'll let them handle the conversation. No one's life or opinion is going to be changed by me sharing any kind of feelings on that whatsoever. So I'm just not going to talk about it. So stuff like that, like, if I don't know, wouldn't it be easier to say when you do know what you're talking about? You would think, but I mean, I'm the type of person that what I do know is what I'm talking about. Like Hot Toys figures. I'm not gonna, like, preface, like, a chat about Hot Toys, but, like, hey, by the way, people, I have a lot of Hot Toys figures. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about. No, I just start talking about it. But if someone was to ask me about my feelings and opinions about getting the COVID vaccine, I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. When it comes to health issues, I trust a doctor. Doctor went to school. Doctor has that degree. Doctor has that job title. I'm going to trust the doctor. I'm not going to try to figure this shit out myself. Doctor says take the vaccine because there's a virus. I'm going to take the vaccine. That's it. So, stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to get into that conversation because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine. There's no ego or anything about that. But Garth was saying you never know what you're talking about. Oh, funny, Garth. That's great. Thanks, Garth. Yeah, I don't want to get into, like, any kind of political debate with anyone. Just, especially, again, if it's on a subject that, like, I don't feel like should be politicized. Like, I'm not going to dive into it, but I'll just give an example. Abortion. I don't feel like abortion is something that we need politics behind. Abortion is something that people are capable of just understanding and knowing their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions on it. I don't need politicians stepping in saying this, that, or the other, like controlling a person's right to have an opinion about abortion or even a right to get an abortion. That doesn't need to be politics. So, like that. Get that out of there. But yeah, I don't want to dive into those kind of conversations, mainly because I'm a guy and I don't have anything actually to add to that conversation. But yeah, I don't want to, that's just, I want to talk about things I know, like Hot Toys or music. Customer service from a cable company, a cable internet company, stuff like that. That's all stuff that I know very well. Buying appliances, that's all stuff I know very well. It doesn't make for interesting content necessarily. Hey, I've got all these like cool images. I've got this nice, clear, sharp camera. I got this cool looking Iron Man and MODOK toy next to me. These nice lights. Everything looks so nice and crisp and clear, and the sound is good. There's good music. Let me tell you about how to buy a refrigerator. No. No, nobody's clicking on this for that. Uh, the only thing I would say, like, just as a funny haha about it, the only thing I would say about buying appliances, Memorial Day weekend. That's the best weekend to buy appliances. Memorial Day weekend and the last weekend of May or whatever, that's the Black Friday for buying appliances. You want to buy appliances? That's when to do it. That's it. That's the only inside information I could really give on that. Anyways, what I do want to try... So, something new that I've... Oh, stretch. Something new that I've hooked up here and I want to test. Even though I've been, like, primarily testing it all day today. I want to do... Let's stop the... Let's stop the desktop audio real quick. Oh, look, it's a new screen. I want to try. I've gotten my Wii U up and working, as you can tell. So I want to try this. By the way, y'all, donations for like the PlayStation 4, whatever, the link is in the description. I believe it's streamlabs.com / is it Robert Adams 2? I believe, yeah, Robert Adams, the number 2. So. Mario Kart 8! Let me see, do I have... Turn the video game music down. Y'all let me know if the video game music needs to be cranked back up or if y'all having a hard time hearing me over it. Let's see if I can get back into... Let's get back into this. What do we get for donations? Taking any requests for games or topics? Let's go with topics, just because I'm super limited on games. So, like, really, like, right now I have this set up through the Wii U. I don't have the NES Classic on. And through the Wii U, I pretty much only have Mario Kart. I have Super Mario U, that Super Mario Luigi U, and, that might be about it. I think I have that Super Mario Maker, but I don't know where that's at, actually. I have, like, a couple of other, like, older Wii games and stuff, but I'm not exactly sure where they're at either. I think they're in my closet. But, yeah, topics. Yeah, like, if y'all have, like, a random, or, like, some random-ass topic, hey, Robert, what's your opinion on such and such? Let's go with that. I think that's fun. It's like a ask me anything, like a truth or dare, but more of like, I guess, just truth. Because I don't know, like, what all dares we could do, like, over this. Especially because, like, I'm as much as it's going to break some people's hearts, I'm not getting naked on my stream. Sorry. That's not happening. God, I haven't played this in a while. As you can tell. I gotta work on, like, how's the handling of holding the drift. Oh, this is like Yeah. No, you weren't. Yeah, freaking bomb. There we go. That is a proper drift right there. Oh, there was a wall. See, like, I can't tell if that's a wall. Damn it. Alright, you punks. I have no idea what that was. Oh, I was just about to go into a drift too, and he kicked me off. That little bastard. We're safe from the horror, scarier than Terrifier 2. I'm still kind of torn on whether or not I want Terrifier 2 to be like my favorite horror movie of the year. I still really like Barbarian. I think I like Barbarian a little bit more just from like the storytelling aspects of it. The way it was put together was so well done. Terrifier 2 definitely wins on the special effects, the practical effects aspect. I mean, I would actually be 100% like A-okay if someone was to push for like makeup and special effects in the Oscars. I doubt it's gonna get it. I seriously doubt they're gonna get any kind of a nomination. But just pushing for, like, would y'all like wanna, for your consideration, just keep this in mind. I think that'd be hysterical. But I also think it should probably get it. That's gonna be one that when they release like all the Oscar nominations for upcoming, I'm going to be looking at makeup and special effects and stuff like that very harshly. Like, no, you didn't do anything. You did like a bunch of CGI special effects. That's nothing compared to the amount of practical makeup effects that they had in Terrifier 2. Oh yeah, this isn't confusing at all. I did watch the new Hellraiser. It was actually pretty decent. I thought it wasn't bad. For background on that though, I had only seen, I think I've only watched the first 3 Hellraiser movies. I watched the first 3, and then I watched one like way later down the line, and I can't remember which one it was. It was the one where they brought Kirsty back. Like, the movie begins with Kirsty and whoever her husband is, and then, like, I think they kill her off within, like, 10 minutes. I know normally that would be, like, a spoiler, but it was a terrible movie. I was bored to tears watching it. And I don't think that's really something anyone really cares about anyway, so... But yeah, I think I've only seen the first 3 Hellraiser movies. So yeah, I watched the new one, and yeah, I thought they did it. I thought they did a pretty decent job with it. I was floating in the air. How's the red turtle shell hitting me when I was in the air? That's not how gravity works. Garth, you hated Barbarian? Was it just the overall story, or? Like, I'm a big fan of not spoiling that movie at all. So I'm going to try to figure out how to vaguely talk about it. Like, if you've seen Barbarian, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But these sudden, let's call it tonal shifts, that's what I feel like made that movie. Just something happens, and then the very next scene cuts to something, like, completely different, and I'm like, wait, what? And then it has its own, like, little story, and I was like, this is wild, but it worked so well. Yeah, it was. It had a couple of, like, old horror tropes in it. The one thing I really like about Barbarian is everyone watching it. Like, when I see people doing a reaction to the movie, like Greg from Real Rejects, or I think I watched Late to the Party do a reaction to it. All of them, everyone's thinking the same thing in that first, like, 30 minutes or so. At least that first 30 minutes, everyone is looking at Bill Skarsgård, looking at him a certain way, and I love, like, the combined, everyone has the same exact thoughts. They're almost saying the same exact thing, and then the rest of the movie continues, and you're like, oh, okay. I thought that was great. But yeah, that was a good movie. So from a storyline, how the movie was put together, I love Barbarian. From a special effects, and I would also probably go as far as say, like, acting wise as well. I love Terrifier 2. I thought they did a phenomenal job with that. Especially, like, if you watch the first Terrifier, there's no real story to it. The first one is just showcasing, hey, we have this killer clown character who is very demented. Here's what he is capable of doing to a human being. And that's it. There's not very much of a real story there at all. Bye-bye. So I like the fact that Terrifier 2 built on that with an actual story and then gave us, like, good, like, characters to follow. So, Garth, you hated Justin Long, but I mean, you were supposed to. So, was it that you hated his character because you're supposed to hate his character, or is it that you hated his character just in general? Not because you're supposed to hate him, but... I feel like I've got the hang of this. He was annoying. I I can see that. I feel like I've heard like a lot of people say that about just Justin Long in general. Like some of his characters can just be, like for example, his character in Waiting. He's supposed to be like our eyes and ears of that movie, but yeah, his character gets like really whiny at some points and like, ugh. Like, enough with Justin Long's character. Give me more of Ryan Reynolds' Monty. Ryan Reynolds was the best part of that movie, easily. Oh, and, what's his face? Oh, man, I am blanking on his name. The new guy. The one who played Mitch. That was also in, like, Freaks and Geeks and stuff. Why am I blanking on his name? I can see his face. Well, not right now, because he's not in this game, but... But I also liked Justin Long in like Zack and Miri. Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Justin Long's character in that is really good. It's so funny. Brandon St. Randy. What is that dude's name from Waiting? That is annoying the hell out of me. John Francis Daly. That's it. Okay, so I keep getting told that this is like skipping frames, and I see it like the video is sometimes getting a bit choppy. It might be time to up our internet. Yeah. I know he's like a writer and director. Swamp Ruins. I keep getting that one, Jeremy. I keep getting the She's Out of My League mixed up with the Girl Next Door. With, I think that's Elijah Cuthbert, where she's a porn star. I feel like they both feel kind of like the same movie to me. Go. Nope. Bye-bye. Game Night was good, yeah. I haven't seen that in a while. He also co-wrote and co-directed. I'm wondering how that's going to be, that Dungeons and Dragons movie. Like, I have zero interest in that Dungeons and Dragons movie, unless it actually turns out to, like, have, like, a pretty good like a pretty good story to it. Again, like anything that's like a medieval fantasy like that, it's going to be hard to get me into it. My appeal for the Lord of the Rings movies was just based on like the look and the acting and the talent involved. If they hadn't, like, say, spared no expense on the Lord of the Rings movies, one, they probably wouldn't have been as good as they were. Two, probably wouldn't have held my interest. And I probably wouldn't have watched them. I think like the only medieval fantasy movie that I really loved was Princess Bride. But that one didn't, I don't feel like that one really relied on the medieval fantasy as much. Do I have anything else running right now? Let me see. It may just be I need to close some stuff and that's why. Let me go and clean this up just a bit real quick to see if I close some of these programs, is that what's going to fix some of these drop frames? Yeah, force quit. Okay. Hopefully that should take care of a little bit of it. Let's see if it keeps popping up. Yeah, so John Francis Daley had a hand in Homecoming also, yeah. Which is weird, because usually when you get that many writers on a movie, that usually doesn't bode well for how good the script is going to be. Woohoo! Hold on, I need to turn on some air, it's getting hot in here. Also, let me refresh that real quick. Give me just a second. Was about to come back in and forgot to turn down the AC. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this... Does this actually tell me what's using? Is that what it's called? Activity monitor? My search doesn't do jack on my iMac here. I don't know where you get into like the activity monitor, but okay, so it's still skipping some frames. There it is. Activity monitor. It popped up on its own. Go figure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and figure out exactly like how to read the stuff in the activity monitor so I know what to close out of here. Because there's like some random stuff that's using. Yeah. Interesting. Thank you for showing that to me, Garth, though. I hadn't thought of looking at activity monitor, so I will look into that later. Beat a bunch of women and a couple of babies. Now, Garth, there's nothing wrong with beating women. I know babies can't drive, so I mean, no. What's the here's the thing. Okay. What is the difference, for those of y'all that might know racing terms, what is the difference between a 50cc, 100cc, 150cc? What does all this mean? Sure, I'll do that. What's the one of these that ends in... There it is, Rainbow Road. That's not what I meant, Garth. God damn it. You're the one who said that. Robert beat a bunch of women and a couple babies. Luckily, I feel very confident that I have a good strength of character. So, you can clip that out all you want. Oh, drifting on the motorcycle sucks. Or it may have been I'm just trying to drift on clouds. No, it's drifting on a motorcycle sucks. Garth, you've been a good friend and a loyal follower. Do what you must. So that reminds me of like talking to my cable customers. Like one of the first things, it's not like push that we have to do this, but I feel like it kind of helps when building rapport with a customer, is you look and see how long they've been a customer of your cable company's service. They'll be like, hey, I see that you've been with us since 2008. We appreciate your business. I had one today I was absolutely floored on. This guy had an account since 1973. And I was like, so I asked him, I was like, right off the bat, I was like, what is it that you've had since 1973? I was like, did you just have like a home phone? Is that it? And he said he had cable TV in 1973 when cable TV consisted of just 21 channels. And I was like, wow. I'm actually kind of curious as to what those 21 channels are. What cable channels were available back in 1973? Garth, you can't cancel me. I haven't even officially been created yet. I'm still in the level of some who's it on the internet. Skinamax was one of them? Maybe. It got started back in 1973. But yeah, that was just wild. I was like, you've had an account with us for almost 50 years. When flip phones were a thing. Yeah, I was working, like, long time ago. I worked for Singular. I think it was before Singular became AT&T. It was still Singular. It was right. I left right when the first iPhone came out, so like 2007. In which case, at that time, it was all about Blackberries. Blackberries were all the rage. Was it Blackberries? And I had what's that? The Motorola Razr. I had a Motorola Razr at that time. Well, I can't see shit. Why? You broke your boomerang. Oh, that's not dizzying at all. Oh, my brother would absolutely love this level. So what other cable channels were out that early? Like, I'm thinking of, like, all the mainstay ones that have been around since, at least since I was a little kid, like TNT, USA, TBS. texting on the BlackBerry, yeah, because the BlackBerries had like that whole like, they actually had like a full-on keyboard attached to them, but the buttons were like tiny. They were like super tiny. I had a customer the other day that was trying to lower their cable package, and so I was offering to put them on a package that would give them like local, or not local, that would give them cable channels, but it wouldn't give them local channels. And they're like, well, we want to get local channels. Like, so go get an antenna, just go get like rabbit ears. And they're like, what's that? And then like I looked at like the date of birth, I was like, oh yeah, you're too young to understand what rabbit ears are. So I explained to them what it was, and they're like, oh, that sounds like a whole lot of work. I'm like, oh, God. Bowser's Castle. Oh, he looks like he's going to be fun to play. God, some of those, like the red shells, that would be great if there was just still some way to actually avoid them, other than flying through the air. Come on. Ooh, that was tight. Bye-bye. Ooh. Well, that was interesting. It's a Christmas miracle. Fell off the ledge and still landed on another ledge. So what else y'all got? What other questions, topics? What else has been going on lately in the news? Oh, Twitter. What the hell's going on with Twitter? Which, I mean, I understand, like, Elon Musk bought Twitter. That's actually, so that was one of the funniest things I think I've seen lately. So, my understanding of exactly what happened there is Elon Musk was going to buy, he was looking at buying Twitter, offered like $44 million for it, got so far in the negotiations of it that somehow he was legally forced to have to buy it. Then come to find out that Twitter only had like a $30 billion evaluation. So like a smart person, he tried to get out of that deal instead of losing like $14 billion on it. And he couldn't back out of it because he was too far in the negotiations or whatever. And so he was forced to go through with the deal, buy Twitter. Now he's like, I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't want anything to really do with this platform. I was trying to back out of this and I wasn't able to, so y'all just give me like $8 or whatever for your like little check marks and stuff. So he's trying to recoup like some kind of money that he lost on that, but I'm like, dude, just focus on your electric cars. You're trying to get into outer space and building those like tunnels that would connect, like say Austin to San Antonio, so we could drive to San Antonio like in 15 minutes or something like that, or up to Dallas. So San Antonio from Austin's typically like an hour and a half drive. These like tunnels or trains or whatever he's supposed to be doing would cut that down, like probably more of like 30-45 minutes. Yeah, so he was trying to charge, it sounded like originally he was trying to charge like $20 per month to keep that verified check mark. It's crazy. Bye-bye. So this is Rainbow Road. And I haven't played this game in years. So do be expecting a lot of I'm gonna fall the fuck off the track in this game. With this particular track. I foresee this being a thing throughout this level. Ooh. Nope. So the reason, like the business reason I would see for buying a social media platform is, one, you get direct revenue on it. You get the revenue from people boosting posts, people trying to highlight stuff like that. So you get that kind of income on there. People boosting, advertising. You get all the revenue from that, and then you also get data mining. So just like Facebook or Google or pretty much anything else you use, Amazon, anything you use on the internet, they're keeping tabs on you, on what you're doing, what you're looking at, what you're buying. If you're into some really kinky, weird porn, not shaming you, but the internet knows. So, like, all stuff like that, like, all of my social media, like Twitter, Facebook, whenever I'm using Facebook, typically it will all show me ads for stuff like, say, Hot Toys. I like Hot Toys. I'm looking up Hot Toys all the time. So I get ads from, like, the website Sideshow Collectibles. I'll get stuff like that. I'll get stuff from eBay. Find the toys that you're looking for. Find the action figures you're looking for on eBay. So you're, like, Twitter's collecting that information, and then they're turning around and selling it. They're selling that information to specific groups or organizations that will then in turn use that information to try to sell you something in hopes that they'll get your money that way. So from a business standpoint, if you can afford how expensive those are, it can be very profitable. The problem with it is anytime you're going to buy another company like that, you need to be paying attention to what the company's valuation is worth. Yeah, and I hate that too. Well, so, for example, for Twitter, that he can control the news and what gets pushed through and whatnot. I don't know who was running Twitter before Elon Musk. So, I mean, I don't know if the people who owned it before were doing stuff like that as well, and we just didn't know. Like, I don't think... This is something where almost anyone... I could probably go to the grocery store, run into anyone in any aisle, just randomly. It'll be weird, but I could probably walk to like, hey, by the way, hate to bother you while you're looking at baby formula and liquid egg whites, but can you tell me who owns Twitter? And most everyone's probably going to be able to respond now with Elon Musk. Then I'd be like, okay, can you tell me who owned Twitter before Elon Musk? No clue. Nobody's going to know. Jack. His name is Jack. Yeah, his name probably was Jack. Yeah, but I mean, he can do that, Garth. But I mean, he was doing that with, he was already doing that with stuff on his own, anyways. Like, look at what was it, Dogecoin, the whatever little cryptocurrency that had the Shiba Inu on it. He was pushing that already. Anytime he would tweet out about Dogecoin, people would scramble to go buy Dogecoin because it would go up just because Elon Musk was talking about it. So, and then he stopped talking about it, and then it would all go down again. Which I would say that's the very definition of how does a rich person stay rich. When you're rich enough that you've got that many followers, you can sit there and you can influence people. Is it Jack Dorsey? You could influence people like... And I don't know where the legalities of this are. Say, let's use the Dogecoin, for example. Let's say that Elon Musk was not the owner of Twitter currently. He could go and buy a bunch of Dogecoin at, like, pennies on the dollar. Fractions of a cent, basically. And then, after he's got all this in his account, then he tweets out, like, every day for a week, hey, Dogecoin is, like, where the money's at. Dogecoin's gonna go up. And, of course, because he's tweeting about it, it goes up in value. Then, once it goes up, he just turns around and sells it off, and he's made his own profit due to his own hype. Like, I almost want to say, isn't that, like, what, isn't that kind of like what Martha Stewart got busted for? Martha Stewart, that hardened criminal. Okay, can I get rid of the stupid motorcycle? There we go. Oh, that's cool. The N64 Rainbow Road? I want to try that. But yeah, I believe, isn't that like illegal? Like, you can't be like buying like a bunch of stock and then as a person of influence start talking about how like great this company is, effectively raising the value of that stock, and then you sell it. That has to be illegal. That makes way too much sense for someone just to easily do. Ah, dang it. Ooh, those are some tight corners. So we're all gonna go back to MySpace. The hell is this that I got? I don't know what that did, but okay. Oh, here it goes. Oh, you little bastard. Damn it. Yeah, I feel like... So, here's the thing. As far as, like, Jeremy, you're saying you use Twitter for news, which I feel like I do, too. I feel like a lot of people do. Not necessarily, it's not my go-to for accurate news, but it's something that I would go to be notified that there's something in the news. For example, I'll see someone... what was it the other day? Who was the celebrity that passed away the other day? Aaron Carter. I didn't stumble upon this news. I just happened to open Twitter, and one of the first tweets that popped up was like, "Rest in peace, Aaron Carter." I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I went over to an actual browser, opened up a credible. I don't know how much work that word is doing nowadays, but opened up a creditable news website and saw like information about Aaron Carter. So that's what I would use Twitter for, is stuff like that. Just let me know what's potentially going on, so I could, like, if I want to deep dive more into it, then I would just go read from a more legitimate source, or, yeah, more legitimate than Twitter, at least. But yeah, typically, like, I wake up in the morning, and I'll lay in my bed for, I don't know, it just depends on what day it is. Like, tomorrow, I'm off. I may wake up nice and easy, and I'll lay in bed for 30, 40, 45 minutes or so, playing on my phone. And I'll look up news, I'll look up Twitter. Most of the time, if y'all ever see me tweet out sometime within the, like, 11 o'clock in the morning Central Time, If you ever see a tweet from me, I'm laying in bed tweeting it. So I'll look at I'll read news and I catch up like that. That's typically where I first do my news for the day. The parody thing has been an issue to, yeah, I saw what happened with Griffith, I keep calling him Griffey Nooms, Griffin Newman. Yeah, because he just went all out to parody Elon Musk, and apparently Papa Musk did not like Papa Musk. That doesn't sound right. He didn't like that too much. What other games do you have available that aren't Mario related? I might donate to request a new game. So on here with the Wii U, I only have Mario Kart, Super Mario U, and Luigi U. I don't have anything else on here that's not Mario related. I would have to switch back over to the regular Nintendo for something that's not Mario related. Which, I mean, in all honesty, that's actually probably not hard. I just have to unplug the HDMI cable from one and plug it into the other, but yeah, I don't have anything else that's that's the whole point of the donations, is I want to do something besides Mario related. I would like to do Vice City and Batman. The Batman Arkham game. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Batman Arkham Asylum. I loved that game. That was so much fun. The whole sneaking around. I think it was like it wasn't even necessarily the main story. It was like some of the, I don't know if I want to call it side quests, or it's like little challenges and stuff. They would, like, in those, they would put you in a room with like a bunch of bad guys, and you had to sneak around the room killing the bad guys, and you can't make a sound, you can't get caught. Like, those were so much fun. So, like, you would hide in pipes, or, like, in, I'm seeing pipes and saying pipes. You would hide, like, in parts of the floor that, like, sewer grates or something, and then pop out, sneak up behind someone, and grab them from behind and, like, pin them, and, put, like, a chokehold on them and knock them out. It was so much fun. Like, I thought they did a really good job on that game. Especially also because of the use of Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as Joker in the game. I can't remember if they had if it was Arlene Sorkin doing Harley, or if it was like who else was really famous for doing Harley? Was it Tara Strong? I think it was Tara Strong was the other Harley. Arlene Sorkin was the first one. Oh, there's the other thing. I honestly really like Kaylee Cuoco as Harley. Her Harley Quinn voice is so good. And I think as Arlene Sorkin knocked it out of the park when they first created that Harley Quinn character, that it's hard to top that. Yeah, the stealth part of that, yeah. I like it because, like, the Batman games, there's also, like, some puzzles and stuff. It does require you to do, like, a little bit of detective work, but it doesn't play down to you. It doesn't treat you like you're an idiot if you can't figure this stuff out. So I thought that was a wonderful aspect of that, being able to make it, like, good. Like, they're not doing just simple, like, why did the chicken cross the road type of jokes or riddles or whatever. They're actually making it somewhat challenging it, but they're easy for most people to be able to get. want to do Vice City again so bad. That was so much fun. That was one... Pretty much games like that I was only interested in because I had friends that would be playing them when I was in the military. So I graduated high school in 2000, joined the military like right out of high school, and that was roughly around the time let's see, where was I at? I think I was in Oklahoma City. I was stationed in Oklahoma City at Tinker when the PlayStation 2 came out, because I remember the post or base, the base exchange, the BX. So if it's what is it, Army? If it's Army or Marines, they're on a post. The military installation is called a post. If it's Air Force, it's a base, and if it's Navy, it's a station. Garth, whatever you feel like. I'll switch it to Nintendo. I'll switch it to the regular Nintendo. We'll go to... Especially because, what time is it? 1:05? Probably do this for no more than like maybe about 45 minutes or so. Oh, that was interesting. There we go. Games. So this one, so the NES Classic, like, I haven't put that up on screen with all the games on display just because I have jailbroken my NES Classic and added games to it, so I don't like having all of it on display like that. So these are the ones. So the ones that originally came with are Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, the original Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excitebike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins. What is that? Gradius? Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, the original Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out, Star Tropics, Super Contra, or Super C, Mario 1, 2, and 3, Tecmo Bowl, and Legend of Zelda, and then Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. That's what it came with. What else do I have on here? Arkanoid, Battletoads, Bomberman, Burger Time, Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, the original Contra, Dig Dug... What's that? Dig Dug 2? The original Double Dragon, DuckTales, Gyromite, Jaws, Kung Fu, Lemmings, Mega Man, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6, Mickey Mousecapades, Monopoly, NES Open, Paperboy, Q*bert, Rainbow Islands, Silver Surfer, The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants, Skate or Die, Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six, Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3, Tetris, Tetris 2, Tiny Toon Adventures, and Uncanny X-Men Wolverine, Yonoid, and Yoshi. That's most of the ones I have on there. There was one in there. I was like, I kind of want to try that Spider-Man again. Spider-Man Return to the Sinister Six. That one I haven't played in a while, which is code for I'm gonna die a lot. So, yeah, if y'all want me to play, like, any of those, or if there's any other topics to, like, go over, cover, what's some other things? This is really good. I don't know if y'all have access to this. I saw this the other night. I grabbed one just to try it, and it's really good. Yingling Hershey's Chocolate Porter. This tastes like Hershey's chocolate with like a little bit of a beer taste to it. This is so good. So Garth donated $20 saying, let's play some Uncanny X-Men, Spider-Man, or Wolverine. Alright, let's try that Spider-Man game. Dr. Octopus is plotting the crowning caper of his criminal career. To rule the world, he has reunited the Sinister Six, and with these supervillains together again, nothing stands in their way except Spider-Man. Electro takes charge of the situation. Wah, wah. Wait, so... What? I tried, like, punching him and he doesn't get destroyed, so... Trying to remember the controls on this. This is one of the few games where, like, typically on the regular Nintendo, A would make you jump. This one, B is what makes you jump. Oh, and you have to time the webbing just right. Why is he... What? So, he can punch me, but I can't punch him. That's awesome. Wait, what was that? Oh. Oh, the controls on this are, like, wildly inconsistent. There's, like, landmines on the ground or something. It's Spider-Man versus the Riddler. I just jump behind him and he just doesn't turn around. You never learn to mind your surroundings. Wait, I just ducked and that thing still would have taken out my head. Oh, see, this one will turn around. He turns around. This is the smart one. This should be like the mastermind of the whole criminal organization right here. He understands the simple concept of turning the fuck around. He was someone whose father was like a career criminal that would be like, son, if there's one thing I could teach you in this world, if you're gonna be a criminal, learn to turn the fuck around. I forgot where I'm supposed to go with this. Like, is there a switch I'm supposed to hit? I can't remember. Jump! Oh. Well, it says no entry. It should say, like, break. That thug was trained by Taskmaster. Just turn around. That's all you need to do. Wait, really? The one guard standing in front of the door was the one protecting the key that you need to unlock the door. I think this is the room Electro is in. Yep, there he is. Hey, get over here. Damn, you Green Goblin wannabe? I can't... There we go. Finally got a hit on him. God, we both suck at this game. Oh, there we go, finally. Look out, it's Jamie Foxx. I was like, damn, this Electro sucks at this game about as much as I do. I hate, like, I'm right next to him hitting him and it's not doing anything. Come here. Hey, that worked. Let's do that again. You come to me. Come here, Mr. Electric Guy. Hello? You wanna be Starro? I like how... So I'm just standing in one place hoping he comes to me, and of all the places he could go to, he goes to the one place that I'm standing in. Like, what is this? Time cop? The two beings cannot occupy the same space at the same time. I mean, come on. Would you get over here? I'm trying to kick your ass. Come here. What is the algorithm pattern for how Electro flies? Because it's not consistent. There we go. Why did he break into little pieces? Yeah, that's what it looked like. That is the best looking Sandman ever. That looks just like Thomas Hayden Church. This rivals the PS4 game, yeah, apparently. My favorite video games are the video games that you don't actually have to, engage with anyone on here. I could just, like, bypass, like, damn near all the thugs and be perfectly fine. And how come he climbs ladders like he's scaling up the side of a building? It's like a suicidal rat. He jumped off and curled up into a ball and just tucked and fell. And they're able to phase through the floor, that's odd. I think I'm stuck. It's me, Spider-Man. This is not working well. I'm trying to get him to go the other way. I'm trying to go get that way and he doesn't move. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Punching rats. Okay, apparently that's something I need. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, the green box is probably going to break the second I step on it. Isn't this what I need that thing for? How do I use that? That thing looks like a detonator, so it looks like I would need it to break this, but... one of these days we'll get past this. I don't know if there's like a certain combination of buttons you're supposed to use. I can't remember how you get past that. Walk. Oh, there we go. There's another part. God dang it. Come on. I'm gonna end up getting defeated by rats. Dude, Marvel games on the Nintendo were no joke. These things are tough. Like, I know I got that Silver Surfer one. Every single time I've tried playing that Silver Surfer game, like, I want to rage quit, like, within 5 minutes. That game is stupid tough. What the hell is going on? There we go. Watch, I'm gonna get up here and it's gonna need like a third part or something. There we go. Okay, does it actually need another part? I want to see if I could do something here real quick. This would be funny. I'm still here. I'm just trying something real quick. I'm gonna do this like live wall. There we go. I wonder if I can actually... This would be hilarious if I could do this. Oh, you can't lower the... Damn it, that sucks. That would have been hilarious. Okay. I'll have to see if I can create that another way. Is there another way to create that? There might actually be. Let me see if this works real quick. Because this would be funny. We are going to do... Yeah, guards, they're pulling up the manual. Alpha males don't need manuals. God, that idiot. That's hilarious. Alright, I'm trying... if this does what I think it's going to do, this would be funny. Okay, let me try going back to... Let's go back to this. Remove that. I'm hoping this does what I think it's gonna do. Yeah. It's not quite as transparent, but like, so... Then the next thing I want to do is... Can I make this? Damn it. I can't make that bigger? It won't let me zoom in on... There we go. It's the rage screen. So whenever you're frustrated, you get stuck in a position like this where it's not working right. All I have to do is like, and then back to... All right, back to the game. It's the rage quit screen. I have to figure out how to lower the opacity a little bit more on that, but okay, so there's 3 parts: TNT, detonator, and the fake wall to blast your way out. So I've got the TNT, there's the detonator, and this is supposed to be the fake wall. So how do I get the detonator over here? Hey Garth, does the game manual say how I get the detonator the fuck down here to use it? Oh, okay. Well, okay, so that makes sense. I feel like a moron now. So, you're gonna put the TNT next to the fake wall, and then you're just gonna stand there while the fake wall blows up, while the TNT blows up. No! Get the fuck out of there! Hit the detonator and blow... Feel like a complete idiot. That seems like that would make sense. Oh, it's wanting to start all over again. No, I don't want to start all over again. I don't want to start this all over again. I want to... Okay. Oh, no, we'll keep those in. I'm going to switch it back to music. Good lord. That was stupid. I feel so dumb. That was my dumb moment of the day. Hey, how am I supposed to blow up the TNT if I'm standing right over the TNT? It's not blowing up. For some reason, it's supposed to blow up. Anyways. I think I'm going to call it a night there on this. So let me go back to as far as what we have coming up. Tomorrow is tagline. Thursday is going to be Black Panther. The review will be up on Cinefanatics Thursday night. I don't know what's going on Friday. I may do some streaming Friday night, maybe. We'll see. Today is tagline. Stop it, Garth. Just... It's not tomorrow. It's not today until I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, so I think that's what we have coming up so far. Make sure y'all are staying vigilant at surviving Mariahmageddon. Basically, just don't go into retail stores, and you'll probably be okay. Luckily, I work from home, and I do this live stream thing. And none of y'all watching have any control or can force me to watch anything Mariah Carey-ish. I say that like it's a challenge, knowing I have a screen here that I can react to things. So eventually I might be like, hey, send me like some funny videos or whatever, and y'all are gonna send me a video of like some funny like little cat or dog video, and then all of a sudden in the middle of it, boom, there's Mariah Carey, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna end up doing this like on the screen. You're gonna have me rage quitting on Mariahmageddon. So, oh, that actually hurts. Oh, let's not do that. Anyways, so that is what's coming up. So it's Wednesday. Yeah. Y'all go enjoy Andor. I'm going to enjoy some food as soon as I figure out what it is exactly I want to eat. Yeah. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching while I'm streaming. Very much appreciate having an audience of any kind. I am very appreciative of everyone who stops by and watches and listens or even cares about what I do or say or anything. So, very much appreciate that. Thank y'all for stopping by. I know most of y'all were also watching my brother on his Twitch stream earlier. Thank y'all for doing that also. Otherwise, yeah, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. My ears are starting to hurt from these stupid headphones. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Garth, thank you for the donation, sir. I will put that towards good use of getting that PlayStation 4 and games and stuff so we can see me not playing Mario anything anymore. So, I will see y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night or later tonight, however Garth is wording it. But I'll see y'all later for tagline. Everyone have a great evening. Enjoy Andor if you're going to be watching that, because apparently, according to my brother, it's going to be a good episode tonight. So y'all enjoy. Anyways, have a good evening, y'all. See ya.